This is Johnny from CaptureWellbeing.com, and today I'd like to talk about challenging your own assumptions. You know, we all have beliefs that go unchecked for a very long time, that we assume something to be true and we tell the same thing to ourselves over and over again. Like, for example, we may have a story of, how we grew up as kids, how we were treated by other people. And many times it can turn out to be that we're telling ourselves, for example, a victim story of how unfairly we were treated, and how we're lacking in some way something because somebody didn't treat us in the way that we deserve to be treated. And if we don't check these assumed beliefs and stories that we tell ourselves, the chances are that we can end up really feeling miserable for a long time in our life, because we repeat the same old assumed stories and assumed beliefs, and we live in the reality that we create for ourselves. So if we're telling ourselves that we are victims, we weren't treated well, or something happened to us that shouldn't have happened to us. If we're in a victim mode, we can't change our reality because we are blaming others and outside situations for what we're experiencing in our life. And that's not the way that champions deal with things. If you want to be a champion, you have to deal with things in a different way. You deal with them in a way where you, first of all, you check the beliefs that are whirling in your head. You check the stories that you're telling yourself. You question them. And then you come up with a better story or a better version, a more empowering version of the events that have happened to you in your life. So for example, try to see the gift that you have received as a result of your past. Even if there are lots of events that you don't feel were really good or nice for you, but there's always something that happened to you there's always something that you can get out of every situation, because let's say you face some really tragic situation or some really hardships in your life. Those hardships and tough situations actually contribute to your growth if you choose to embrace that version of the story, that you don't embrace this, oh no, poor me, I'm a victim story. If you choose to embrace the story of how the tribulations and the obstacles actually molded you into a better version of who you are, and that you can actually, give something to the world that is of benefit because of what you went through. That's how champions deal with, past stories, stories that you can represent to yourself in any way you actually want. You actually get to choose what anything means to you. And it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's your past, whether it's, your current circumstances. You get to choose all the meanings of every life event, what they mean to you. So I encourage you to choose an empowering meaning for every life event that happens to you. Because believe me, you will be much more liberated, you will live a happier life as a result. So with this week's message, I wish you a good time in questioning your old beliefs, questioning the stories that you tell yourself, and finding a new empowering version of what's happened to you thus far in your life. So with this message, I wish you a great week, and I will see you in another video. Take care.